From a forest where people keep disappearing to a potential portal to hell, here are the top 5 haunted forests where the devil might be hiding. Number 5 on this list is the Black Forest. The Black Forest is located in Germany and would be the perfect hiding spot for the devil if he was to camp out in the woods. Trip Savvy writes, when the Romans arrived in these woods, they were spooked by its impenetrable darkness and named it the Black Forest. In German, this place is known as the Schwarzwald and has developed a fairy tale persona for its iconic cuckoo clock, world-famous spas, and numerous monasteries, castles, and ruins. Legend holds that it is haunted by werewolves, witches, and even the devil. The tale of Der Grossman is that of a tall, horribly disfigured man with bulging eyes and many arms. Bad children who entered the forest were made to confess their sins to him, and the worst children were never found again. Or consider a grim original. The story of Die Gensmegd tells of a princess on her way to meet the prince in a faraway kingdom. But the maid accompanying her had ill intentions and forced the young princess to trade places with her. The maid took her magical steed, a talking horse called Falada, and when they arrived at the castle, the false princess had Falada killed to hide her misdeed, and the real princess work as a goose girl. The real princess has Falada's skull hung over the city's gate, earning the attention of the king. She tells her story and he punishes the false princess by rolling her around the city in a spiked barrel until she died. Those are a bunch of legends that pertain to this forest, but the most common one that isn't even mentioned there is the Headless Horseman. People have often spotted a Headless Horseman racing around these woods, and some people have said that he's even kidnapped individuals before. This forest is almost completely without light as well. Like, it's just dark all the time, and even if the sun is totally out, shadows will cover this whole place, making it very difficult to see. This place is teeming with evil energy. They knew it back then when the Romans came into this place. They knew it when the Brothers Grimm made stories about this place. And the locals still know it now. The Black Forest in Germany is a prime spot where the devil could be hiding, and I wouldn't be surprised if he is. Number 4 on this list is the Pine Barrens. Now, this forest might not be home to the devil that you're thinking of, but it is certainly home to a devil. CN Traveler writes, the heavily forested Pine Barrens spans over 1 million acres and 7 counties in New Jersey. The area thrived during the colonial era, host to sawmills, paper mills, and other industries. People eventually abandoned the mills in surrounding villages when coal was discovered to the west in Pennsylvania, leaving behind ghost towns and some say a very supernatural wanderer. The most popular Pine Barrens resident is without a doubt the Jersey Devil. According to legend, the creature was born in 1735 to Deborah Leeds, her 13th child, with leathery wings, a goat's head, and hooves. It flew up the Leeds chimney and into the Barrens, and it's been killing livestock and creeping out South Jersey residents ever since. The Jersey Devil is one of the most famous urban legends in the world. Now, this isn't the actual devil. We aren't talking about Satan here who rules over the underworld, but still, this is a very menacing creature that you would not want to run into. We also know for a fact that this creature is, in fact, living out in these haunted woods. Artists' renditions of this creature have it looking like half horse, half bird, half demon. Also, just because it eats livestock doesn't mean that it won't take a bite out of a human either. This is a forest that should be avoided at all costs. Number 3 on this list is the Pokani Forest. The Pokani Forest is located in Latvia and needs to be thought of as a potential hiding spot for the devil. The reason is there might be a secret hidden portal to hell right there. CN Traveler says there's nothing particularly strange about Pokani Forest at first glance until you notice the mysterious heaps of moss-covered rocks. These piles are strewn randomly throughout the forest, causing much speculation and folktales among visitors. Some claim that the forest is an old site for pagan rituals and it now has the mystic ability to heal people. Visitors even bring offerings to the stones to enhance their powers. Other visitors, though, attribute more sinister qualities to the forest, believing it to be a gateway to a parallel universe. There are reports of people suffering and even dying shortly after leaving the woods, and locals warn that stealing a rock will end in a stint of bad luck. It's that parallel universe and the rituals that interest me here. I think that there's actually a lot more going on at this forest than meets the eye. That having this be an innocent, normal collection of trees is what some people want you to think. I was reading up on this and it seems that there could have been a lot of satanic rituals performed here back in the day. Is it possible that maybe one of those rituals actually worked? That they were able to open a portal to hell and release Satan? and now the devil uses this forest as a way to travel between the two worlds? I'd ask you guys to go check it out for yourself, but that probably wouldn't be the safest, so we may never know. Number 2 on this list is the Yawata no Yabushirazu forest. That is one heck of a mouthful, so from here on out, we're going to call this forest YNY. YNY is located in Japan and is apparently one of the country's most haunted spots. That's a pretty big title to hold because Japan is full of haunted locations and scary sights. This forest is particularly bad though because entering it could mean the end of your life. There is an extensive history with this forest and people disappearing. For some reason, when people go into this forest, they don't often come out. It's thought that their souls get spirited away to a faraway land. Now let's think about this for a second. Why or how could something like this be happening? Well, maybe the devil is chilling out in these woods and those souls are actually getting spirited straight down to hell. No one's been able to think of a logical explanation behind the disappearances, but the devil seems to make the most sense to me. This is a deep and lush forest, perfect for hiding, and whenever anyone comes in here, the devil just takes them away. I hope it's not true, but it very well could be. And finally, number 1 on this list is the Hoia Baciu forest. The Hoia Baciu forest is on everybody's list of the most haunted places in the world and therefore would be a great spot for the devil to be hiding out. My Best Places says the Hoia Baciu forest is often referred to as the Bermuda Triangle of Transylvania as it's said to be inhabited by the devil in person, by ghosts and perhaps even aliens. The forest gained notoriety around the 1960s when biologist Alexandru Sift photographed a flying object in the sky above the forest. After this incident, other inexplicable events soon followed, including the disappearance of a shepherd and his 200 sheep, which were never found again, and the disappearance of a 5-year-old girl who later reappeared 5 years later wearing the same clothes and without having aged even one day. A woman also disappeared after a long time with a 15th century coin in his pocket, and the case of a missing woman having reappeared in the forest with a 15th century coin in her pocket. There have also been many first-hand reports from people who have entered the forest only to come out with burns, severe rashes, headaches, and high fever, which they didn't have before. Some studies have revealed higher than usual radioactivity produced by natural uranium present in the subsoil. Pretty much everything imaginable has happened in this forest. There have even been reports of a literal UFO landing here several decades ago, guys. This place might have the most paranormal activity concentrated into one spot in the whole planet. So let's ask ourselves, why would a random forest in Romania have all this paranormal energy? Well, maybe it's because the freaking devil's there. Maybe the devil is in this forest and it's attracted all this other stuff to stop anyone from finding him. To my knowledge, there haven't been any major wars in this forest or anything like that, so it's not like a major tragedy is drawing these ghosts and demons here. I think most likely scenario is that it's the devil. But there you have it, guys. That is our list of the top 5 haunted forests where the devil might be hiding. Please let me know in the comments down below what you thought about this list and some other haunted forests that you think might have some demonic stuff going on. Also, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I've been your host, Nicholas Playlog, and I'll catch you next time.